So real quick, this impacts every temporary sign that you use to draw people to your open houses, just directional signs saying house for sale, whatever it is. If it's a temporary sign, meaning one that you're going to put out for a couple days and then go later and hope to pick up, this applies to it. It does not apply to your for sale sign on the property or the big flag you may put out on the property saying open house, only the ones in the right of way. Starting last week, you were supposed to, but we were behind the ball because the city was changing things. You were supposed to have one of these stickers on each of your temporary signs. So the way this works is we've got a bunch of these up at the front desk, by the way. We ordered 1,000 because we know you all are that busy. But if you're putting up an open house sign, you have to have a decal on it. These are good until August of next year only. So if you're coming later, you need new signs, new decals, again, they're only good for our permit season, which is a year, till next August. Come next July, we'll renew it, we'll get new stickers, we'll do all that, help you all out on that. So you're putting up open house signs, you put it in the right of way, it needs a sticker. If you're putting it on the lawn next to the right of way saying, well, it's on private property, remember, the sign ordinance covers all of San Antonio, including private property. We can all get away with everything. We say, well, it's private property. The laws don't apply to me. So it applies to you wherever you put the sign. Sign limitations has to be two-dimensional. A-frame signs right now are not allowed. I would encourage you to get in touch with Sabor and ask them to see if we can amend it to include more variety of signs like that. Sign limitations can only be up to 3 feet off the ground. So anything really tall is not going to be allowed. Again, maybe you want to talk to Sabor to see if we can convince the city to make some reasonable changes. Most importantly, signs can only be out Friday to Monday. Friday to Monday. You cannot have signs Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. You can have an open house, you just can't advertise it. Those are the rules. They will come and they will take your signs, even if it has a blue permit sticker on it, if it's a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. So again, only Friday to Monday. Sign limitations, there's no number limitation, but you do have to keep it 5 feet away from every other sign that's out there. And again, this applies to every temporary sign. And it's only in San Antonio and its extraterritorial jurisdiction, the 5-mile boundary around San Antonio. So if you're in Alamo Heights, these rules do not apply. Converse, Universal City, Helotes, those don't apply because they're not San Antonio. If they're an incorporated town, they do not apply. I can't name every town, but if it's not San Antonio, it does not apply. I know I'm going to get a ton of questions. Do feel free to email me or call me. Jack is busy doing other things, so don't bug him. I'll answer the same question 50 times, but I think it's probably in the email. I encourage you to read that. John, do you have any update on this sign ordinance stuff other than we just got to suffer through it for now?
No, but I understand that Jack Hartline is willing to put all of your signs out in the yard with the sticker on it.
I know there are questions out there, so yes, ma'am.
Okay, so once we purchase one of these, they're good for a year, and you said two-dimensional signs are not allowed?
No, only two-dimensional signs are allowed.
The ones with the wires.
That's considered two-dimensional. I mean, you can't get it, you know. They just don't want the A-frames, they don't want the big balloons, they don't want things like that. Yes, sir.
Garrett, speaking of balloons, we always have balloons attached to our directional signs. That's an extension that would be above 3 feet. Is that a problem?
You risk the city considering it a problem, yes. Whether they really will enforce that, I have no idea, Mitch. I'm just telling you what the rules say, and you would take it at your own risk to do that.
A shorter string.
Yeah, sure.
So a question about time frames, because I know they said you can't be putting up signs between 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. or taking them down 4 p.m. to 7 p.m., which I know a lot of our open houses are 9 to noon or 1 to 4. So how strict do you think they're going to be? Because obviously if an open house starts at 9, you're putting up signs at 8:30, 8:15.
Well, that time limitation is weekdays, because I don't want you stopping on the side of the road during heavier traffic. That's why it's in the morning and evening. So it's the Friday and Monday time periods. So you may just have to wait a little later to pick up your sign or get out really early, put out if you need it on a Friday or pick it up on a Monday. So Saturday is not a problem. If you're doing an open house Saturday from 1 to 4, it doesn't apply. It's only the Friday and Monday set out and pick up period.
Okay, perfect.
All right, any other questions? Again, feel free to come in. Yes,
That's $5.30 per sign,
per sticker.
per sticker.
And you need one sticker on each sign.
And
Yes.
they're only good for a year?
They're only good for as long as our permit is in place. Yes, so all next July, we're gonna have to do all of this again. And you can see these decals have a hole punched in them, right? It's tied to our permit. We bought our permit in August, so they punched a little hole on 8. So they're gonna go up and they're gonna see when this expires. And they will get the number and tie it to our permit. So next August, next July, we're gonna redo all this. Yes, Dave?
But Garrett, something that it's kind of brewing there. You were saying if you buy one in July, it's only gonna last for a month. I was thinking maybe we could buy a permit in April, another permit, and then we've got.
You tried, they won't issue more than one permit.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I even tried it under different DBAs.
Remember, we're dealing with a large government bureaucracy that does not care and understand our culture, yes.
Garrett, would you clarify, because we didn't know if you said each sign or each side?
Each sign, just one sticker per sign. Yeah, not certain per sign, but you can't buy just one decal for your 50 signs and say, well, I bought a decal. That's 50 decals.
My question is, what if you put your sticker on the sign and it's not facing where the drivers are looking at it, and you get fined because they didn't take the time to look at the back of the sign to see that your sticker was there?
Well, presumably they will. I mean, that's the city's job is to do that. And what they told us they'll do is they'll follow the signs to the open house, and they will come up and they will issue you a ticket. And if you can say, no, it hasn't, go back and re-inspect it, and you can document it, you're gonna win that fight. It's a pain, I understand.
Okay.
But yes, they are government workers, so we cannot underestimate their ability to overlook things.
Great, yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
And still, if you have signs out in Stone Oak, they'll get picked up.
But yeah, this does not overrule HOA rules. The HOA still trump. Stone Oak will still go out and steal your sign. They can't say, well, the city passed an ordinance. No, they're gonna still do that. You still have to follow all the other rules that could be out there. People keep asking, what if they steal the stickers off my sign? Yeah, that could happen because other brokers probably aren't up on this as much. You know, sorry.
Cost of doing business.
Unfortunately. All right, thank you all for your time. Yes.
Brand your sign.
I know that a lot of times there'll be multiple signs for different open
Sorry, what
houses. A lot of times there might be multiple signs for different open houses, and they say that my sign had the stickers, but then all of a sudden they assume that this other sign did not have stickers, was mine. How would I prove that that's not mine?
Because you're gonna have a Keller Williams Heritage logo on your sign, and they're gonna know that, right? Because it has to have the Keller Williams Heritage logo on it. And all you can say is that's where you put the address or something that brands it to you, and all the other boring generic signs.
If it's not branded to me, it's just not my sign.
Why does it have a heritage logo? What if
Okay.
I wanna go to Home Depot and get signs?
Because Trek requires that all advertising, and open house signs are advertising, list who the broker is. So have the Keller Williams logo, Heritage logo on it, get a sticker or something. Yes, sir.
So if I don't do the new signs with the Keller Williams Heritage logo, then if they find me, they're gonna find me through Trek and not the city?
No, it'll be the city fine because it's a city program.
They follow you to the house.
They'll follow you to the house, yeah.
They'll find you by.
Just buy the stickers, guys.
The advertising issue with the Trek is the Trek drives around and sees them. They can, Trek separately could penalize you for not having.
Because I was gonna say, what if I have the sticker but my signs are just the generic ones from Home Depot?
Well, you're talking about two government entities, two different rules. We're just trying to match them together and get them right together. So, you can talk to me later if you need to. All right, so you're good.
Thanks, Garrett.
There's some price savings too by the company. Everybody individually and more.
Well, the only cost savings is we had to buy one $50 permit for the whole broker. But we did not get a bulk discount by buying 1,000 decals. It was cost the same, $5.30 for each decal. We have them up front. When we get low, we'll order more for y'all.
There's only one place in San Antonio that sells the decals, and there are only 2 people that work there.
Thank you for doing that for us.
Yes, so this is why I want to point that out. If you guys want to go down to South Alamo and jump into the DMV equivalent of getting permits, you are certainly able to do that. My recommendation is shoot us an email, and we bought, like Garrett said, we bought 1,000. We bought way more than any other brokerage in town because we sell a lot more houses than everybody else. So we had people going in saying, okay, we need 5 permits, we need 20. I'm like, well, I'm gonna go get my wheelbarrow to come in and get our decals. I'll be back in a minute. And they will issue as many as we need. There is no limit that they put on us right now. I'm sure at some point they'll find a creative way to charge us more. That's an us problem, not a you problem. But unless you just want to go down there and do it yourself, just let us know and we'll order some more decals and make sure we're in stock.